Okay, let's talk about something far more interesting, which is a very humble tuber called the potato. They're one of the most versatile vegetables in existence. For me and my purposes, that versatility lends its way to French fries, fried potatoes, tater tots, scalloped potatoes, anything that has cheese and salt and fried, uh, mashed, this particular video is going to be making French fries, how I make French fries. So we have three peeled potatoes. I'm going to show you how the cuts. So depending on what we're eating, I cut them differently. So I'm always going to start by cutting off the rounded side and then the rounded bottom to give me a flat edge. So if we were eating something like a sandwich, then I'm gonna do shoestring. So we're talking about something very akin to this. Think of it like a pencil size, pencil length. And I have water in the sink here because we're going to be rinsing them off to get excess starch. It helps with getting a fluffier and crispier fry. So the other way is if we are eating something that's not really a sandwich. So if I make a fried chicken or another recipe, which I'll be doing later, Alice Springs chicken copycat from Outback Steakhouse. So when that, I'm going to be making like hand-cut thicker fries. And I make them that way to use because this is what I want. I want a finger size flat piece, and I want these other pieces to be crispy. So for the cooking I'm going to be doing and using these for, I'm going to be using the finger length size. So we will just cut them. When we get to this, we will turn it over. Cut, cut, and cut. This one, don't care. This one, you cut off just the tip. It's going to help with cooking and just the way it looks. And so with these, we're just want them like this. So when it comes to cooking these, we're going to cook these in a deep fryer. Mine goes to 400 degrees. I will be turning mine all the way up to 400, and I'm going to cook them until they're starting to turn brown, but not brown. So they're going to be translucent-ish, just pale-looking French fries. The reason I'm going to do this is because I'm going to pull them, and I'm going to let them cool down, and then I can actually keep those. So it is called par cooking. And I can keep those in a refrigerator in a sealed container with paper towel underneath for a week. So anytime we want French fries or we're out, come home late, and we're making a sandwich, I can take those French fries out, throw them into a heated, whatever I just said, not pressure cooker. That is the wrong word. That is my dog, the whiny one, because he's fat and he wants to eat. Deep fryer. So I can throw them into a 400 degree deep fryer. It takes them about 3 minutes to cook, but it's just a quick way to make something, prepare something on the weekend, and then just have it in the refrigerator to use anytime during the week. So I'm just going to continue to cut these up. And then I will show you what the pre-cooked ones look like after I get these done. Almost forgot to mention, I said I'm throwing these in water in the sink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set them in this water. I'm going to almost like do with the rice. I'm going to rinse them out And I'm going to do that back and forth in water until the water is clear and no longer has that white starchy tinge to it. And the last thing I will do is put it in very cold water. It basically freezes them up and makes them hard. But you need to be very careful before you put them in the fryer and make sure they are dried off, or at least because you put a very cold French fry into oil with water and you're going to have splatter issues. So just be mindful of that. Okay, quick update. I have fried these, so this is what you're going to be looking for. See, they're just kind of, well, they kind of look miserable looking. They're just starting to turn brown. Once you let these cool down, you can put them in a container, much like this. Put the top on it. Like I said, put it in the refrigerator. They will last a week in the refrigerator, pre-cooked. This is how they actually make pomfriets. So Denmark and some of the Eastern European countries. But what you'll do is, because they'll be cool from the refrigerator, you'll get a crisper snap as long as you cook them long enough, and a nice fluffy interior.